So let's start with the easiest section, garage. At the moment there's only two main routes of actually doing garage, so it's a relatively easy route to learn. I'm going to start with this basic route here, which you can basically do without even practicing, not going to lie. And then I'm going to show you a slightly more advanced route that's been discovered recently that can save a few seconds. So for the tutorial we'll have to just mash through Korn's dialogue here and jump down on this rail. We ride it over and jump towards Gum, where we talk to it and she'll ask us to jump once then 3 times, so we jump immediately after ending the dialogue, and then we jump under this staircase here just so it pushes us down so we can get the jumps in slightly faster than if we jumped just on the spot. Now we wait at this rail for the end of this dialogue here, go straight forward, jump onto the rail. This one's a bit trickier to time, you wait about half a second, then you go forward and jump after that dialogue there. And then we wait for 10 cans. So we've reached kind of the graffiti tutorial section of the tutorial. So at the end of the dialogue with the yellow text at the bottom row, we go forward and we jump on the quarter pipe. We then jump towards this staircase so we can get even more cans, and the aim is to max out on 30 cans before we do any graffiti, which is easy enough to do. Then we go over to this corner because a medium is about to spawn. We spray that. Skate forward and we jump on this billboard and shuffle just to maintain a bit more speed, get to these cans quicker. This trick can be a bit difficult. All I did there was push down and then forward really quickly, so in slow motion you can see on the input viewer I'm going down and then forward, and then skate into the cans. Get as many cans as you can. As long as you've got more than 27 you're in a good spot for the first chapter. So this next route's a bit more advanced, it's slightly harder, though not necessarily hard, and it's slightly more riskier, though you are right at the start of the run, so if you need to reset as many times as you want, you can do that. So if you want to go for this straight away, feel free, but it only saves a few seconds over the basic route, so starting out, you don't need to worry too much about this. So for the advanced route, it's more of the same, mashing through Korn. Here on this rail here, we jump going down and then try and jump as soon as we hit that rail to try and get a frame boost going towards Gum. It doesn't matter if you don't get it, you can really do it in the basic route as well. But then you immediately go onto this quarter pipe and Del Transfero. So going back to that in slow motion, each Del Transfero will count as a jump for the purposes of the tutorial, which is how this can work. And you have to do those inputs relatively quickly. It is quite easy to mess up if you're not used to Del Transferos, but with a bit of practice, you'll be perfectly fine. For the rail grinding section, we'll come up onto this little platform here and use that beam there as kind of a line-up to jump on that rail and just grind to the end. It's relatively simple, using that rail as a guide, not too difficult, though it can be a bit easier to mess up than the other setup. From here, it's pretty much the same thing. You just get the 10 cans, you max out to 30, you do the medium, and then you do the boost cancel at the end and you get the cans for chapter 1.